That's Sersky.
Turn me up in the headphone. The Middies Podcast.
Damn, we back. Live in action.
We got a nigga rigged right here, though. I'm saying a little bull, but it's working and shit, man.
Hey.
How y'all been?
Good, man.
Been chilling, fool. Damn,
Chilling.
working like a villain.
Hey, y'all realize we already like damn near halfway through 2023?
Is it halfway?
Yeah, May in 2 weeks.
I didn't realize that. I was thinking about something earlier. I'm like, the weather has not really hit summer weather yet, like
At all.
And winter is weird too, cause we ain't even have no cold winter for real neither.
Winter ain't exist. We went from like fall to slightly colder fall to spring.
That slightly colder fall was like cold though.
It was cold, but like we ain't get no
Bird.
snow. We ain't get nothing for real.
Shout out to climate change.
The world is ending, fool.
Man, that shit is scary. Bro.
The world is ending.
It was telling us about global warming.
Shit, what's that movie? 2020?
2012.
No, it was 2012?
2012. Yeah.
Damn.
Nigga,
So,
y'all remember the hype around that shit? Like niggas realized, thought, oh yeah, man, we gonna die.
I didn't think that shit.
Nah, cause remember everybody was talking about the Mayan calendar, and it's like, yeah, December 21st, 2012. Niggas was talking about that for like 2 years,
They thought they was prophets.
and then that movie came out, or the movie started getting hyped up. It was like, yeah, man, they predicting the end of the world. This is how it's gonna end.
My thing was like, first of all, what date in 2012 was the world supposed to end? Like the first?
Nah, December 21st.
It was
December
21st.
21st.
Yeah, according to the Mayan calendar, December
so
21st was supposed to be the time that everything ended.
What, 11 years later.
But they was wrong a few times about that. If I'm
Shit,
not mistaken.
it might have ended.
Yeah.
We probably in the simulation right now, bro.
Probably
I could have sworn they came out with like 3 or 4 movies saying that the world would end like during that 2012 2015 time span.
I'm talking about the Mayan calendar that predicted the end of the world.
Oh,
a few
really?
times, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not
It's like
mistaken.
it's a few different dates that they got on that jump.
They was guessing.
Yeah, for like just contingency plans. If it don't end this day, it might end this day.
Shit, when we was young, they thought
Y2K.
yeah.
Why everybody want the world to end?
Well, they thought the computers was gonna shut. Like,
Yeah.
all the electronic systems was gonna shut down on Y2K. I don't know why.
I remember that New Year's. Cause I stayed home. 'Cause, you know, like the church did everything every year, but I ended up staying
I
home.
don't think I was going to the church at that point.
Probably after.
99.
Really?
Yeah, we moved to Maryland in December 99.
Okay,
come
yeah.
from- where
So
you
you
from?
definitely came after then.
Yeah. Huh?
Where you come from prior to?
Italy,
Italy?
and then California before that.
I was like, 'cause your folks
I
in
was
the Army.
Yeah,
Air Force.
Air
that's
Force.
tough.
I mean,
How you like it out there?
boy, I was 4 years old.
That nigga don't remember shit. He don't remember a damn thing.
I'm a whole Marylander.
That nigga,
Hey, from
he is
Italy to
a
Maryland.
Mo. He is a Mo
Nah,
for sure.
real.
I'm not a moto pause.
But no, yeah, I remember staying home and then the countdown. I remember seeing the countdown happen on the little ball drop and shit, and everybody thought, oh, yeah, like everything's gonna shut off at 12 o'clock. 12:01, niggas still here. I'm turning on cartoons. What?
I think niggas turned up that year. Just because we
99.
because we ain't go, like, nothing happened. So I think, I have a feeling we parted, the minute, like, shit didn't cut off, it was like, oh, yeah, this shit cat. Just
Shit.
turn up.
Prince had that song talking about party like 1999. Like everybody thought the world was gonna end. So 99, everyone was wilding out.
The whole year.
Yeah, because they thought the world was gonna end. Like 2000, they thought, like you said, they thought the electronics was gonna shut everything off, computers and was gonna take over and all of that.
If they said some shit like that, like nowadays, I'd probably believe it because it's too. You remember a couple months ago, there was somebody hacked the gas stations.
Yeah,
What?
You don't remember that?
Hell nah. They hacked the gas stations, so
Yeah.
they was just getting free gas.
No, there was like it was about to be like a gas shortage type thing.
was you out with me? No, Corey was out with me. We was out in the city. This was like 20. This is literally like 2 years ago, bruh. Probably like 2-3 years ago. Me and him out in the city. We had lost, and we walking in that junk. And as we're walking in, remember niggas hacked all the credit card systems all over the U.S.?
Yeah.
We literally walking into the club as niggas hacked all the credit card systems. So like we stepping in and we get to the bar and then the bartender's like, yeah, we can't take any cards at all. Like everything is down.
Damn. My man wanted to drink heavy.
Shit, nah, still gotta drink. Like we was drinking like niggas wasn't got cash. It was
Alright.
like fuck it, but it was like yeah, man. If the world wanted to end, all they gotta do is just hack all of our electronic because everything is electrical or electronics now.
I think I might like that better. Like if it was less cameras and shit around. Not to like do nothing devious, but like it's this technology getting out of hand, bro. Honestly.
They go back to what we was talking about last week, man. All the shit with the AI, bro. I've been seeing more shit with AI since we had that conversation the whole time.
Like what you seen?
Like I see the little challenges again when niggas taking pictures. Now it's like a do your tattoo and see how your tattoo looks in AI. I'm like, bro, like niggas is really gonna use that shit
crazy.
to like. I'm like, bro, don't do that, man.
Well, let me ask you this: what's the difference between AI and then a pre-built algorithm? Because that's what AI all it is a bunch of algorithms. So like the difference between like I remember when my dad was buying rims for his truck, and they was able to put the rim on the truck. You know what I'm saying? Without you having to like go purchase it or bring that shit into the shop. So that shit, like that technology,
like with your phone type shit.
yeah. So it's like that technology has been out there, but the fact that like it's becoming more acceptable in a mainstream, you know what I'm saying, essence. I'm just trying to understand like, you know, is it really going to be that bad, or is it going to be as useful as it was back then?
I
Just
think
better.
I think it's the idea that the shit is like artificial intelligence, and its whole purpose is to like gradually learn as it goes. Is what makes it the scary part or the tricky part.
Got you.
Because if it does get to a point where, God forbid, like it's learning on its own how to like mimic like human interaction and all that type shit and human activity, then like you're not gonna be able to tell what the difference is between you talking to your homie and AI,
Yeah, because that
like
shit
talking
is
to you. You
learning.
know what I'm saying? That shit definitely learning.
I was actually, it's actually funny. I was listening to somebody put an all Drake album out. It's an AI Drake called The Six Times. I literally was listening to that joint earlier today, and I was like, let me just see what this joint hitting on. And then it sounds like Drake for sure, but you can tell like the computer is dragging the vowels and trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to like add sauce to it. And I feel like that's probably the thing that's gonna be missing with AI music is that the sauce. Like it's gonna be able to create the words and all that shit, but like
The swagger, the natural swagger of an artist is not gonna be able to recreate.
Like the way that you pronunciate your words, you can tell like they was making Drake and Travis Scott sound like a little 6-year-old. Like you know how like he be screaming like yeah. That joint sound like a little 6-year-old.
Yeah, niggas not gonna be able to recreate like no Future.
1 to 10, how the album sound?
That's the crazy part. That shit was sliding.
Last week you was just talking about, hey, I don't know how it feel when you drop the top.
I feel it, but that's why, and I'm glad you brought that back up. Is that in listening to it, that shit was sliding, but I could, just like I was saying, I can tell and I can feel that it's not him. So I'm already just accepting that. I was like, all right, let me just spin it. You know what I'm saying, and just take it for what it is. But they had AI Playboy Cardi, they had Youngboy, they had Travis Scott, and somebody else on this joint. But all of them sound like little children. So it's like, it cranks, but it ain't them.
But it's not them.
It's not them. I'm going to still pick Drake over the human Drake.
I would never pick Drake. Sorry. Shout out to Aubrey Graham.
Shout out to Future, because I know it's coming up next.
I was actually about to bring up that Future song.
See?
That
Already
joint cranked
know.
out.
Just when Joe was about to go into simp territory, I'm like, young. He sent a Future through. I'm like, yeah.
Nah, it's that time for niggas getting warm. Future's supposed to be dropping soon.
You dropping a whole new album?
Yeah, he's supposed to be doing something with Metro.
Oh, that's tough.
Tired of Metro though.
I feel like Metro is on another run.
But him and Metro haven't done a project together since
What's that joint he did with Drake?
that's the last time they worked.
Purple Rain?
What a Time to Be Alive, the last time they worked on like a full length project for real. So it's been a minute since they've done collabs. That's why niggas was really excited. Or like for me, like I was excited when I saw Future on Metro's tape because it's been forever since Future been on Metro shit. But it's supposed to be dropping soon. I don't know who produced that song I sent you. That shit go crazy though. Like that pocket, that's like my favorite Future pocket for real. Right now.
It depends on what mood I'm in.
But that shit feel like puffing on Zooties for real. Yeah, it's that same pocket. I fuck with that, John.
Fucking me good, but you helping me win. Future get the crackers. son.
He be
get the
cranking.
sliding,
You should
fool.
got it.
I'm saying,
Got that shit.
Future might be the best rapper of all time. So.
I'm not gonna disagree.
All time.
Of all time.
Yes, he might
So
got.
we're not even talking. So
he might got
Wayne's
hoes.
not dead yet. So he's not. Wait.
Listen, Lil Wayne stopped in 09.
So you think lyrically?
Lil Wayne fell. I mean, I won't say lyrically because he rapped the same exact way. He over rap.
Who Wayne?
Yeah, his shit is more like Family Guy, like punchline after punchline after punchline. Like,
I mean, maybe it's just maybe.
This late Wayne, I could agree with that.
but since
Yeah.
09.
But I say I give him to like 2012. for real.
When did the first Sorry for the Way come out? Oh, like 2010 maybe.
I think like 2020, 2010, 2011, possibly.
He ain't
I'm
really.
finna look it up.
Maybe I give him to was that the Carter where he had
He'll-
cap and gown on? Maybe that one.
The thing
Man
about
said since 09.
the
You're
thing
a
about
wilder.
the thing about Wayne for me, bro, is that he has his moments where he raps
you're
like he's
wild.
still in his prime. He just don't do it enough. Like he'll go on like a DJ drama tape and then he'll give you Carter 2 Wayne, where he's like rapping, but he's
he
not.
did that recently.
That was like 2016.
Yeah, that's still.
Yeah, you tripping, bro. He did grinding with Drake. He got Believe Me.
The
he
shit-
got Free Weezy.
The shit he just did with Drake, like maybe like a year or two ago, prime Wayne. But it's like he pick and choose when he want to tap back into like rapping like that. Otherwise, like you said, it's just like he'll over rap on the song and like he don't get the beat a chance to breathe. So like that type of Wayne I don't really be fucking with, but he still be having jumps.
But they don't. Yeah,
It's just not. It's far in between.
The song don't be about nothing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I was listening to like a couple weeks ago. I had hustling music on repeat for a whole day. I'm like, I feel this shit. This is my move right now.
All right.
My head and that's my shit.
He got some joints to me though.
So bitch, why the fuck is you trips?
But I think at a certain point, like with them niggas, with certain artists, it's like when you're like when you get to a certain place, status wise, the hunger ain't the same to tap back into like that type of vibe.
Okay, I can understand that.
Because like them niggas rapping from, you go from rapping from a place of like, I don't even want to say pain, but a place of like struggle in a sense, and like come up, and then you hit that moment where you come up, and then you rapping from that place of come up.
You want to be like, boom, rock album.
I feel like niggas get bored. Like
But really, if you're just on top of the world, if you're
Like-
number one,
But I don't even. But you gotta think like towards when they say Wayne was number one, Hov was still doing this thing. So was he really number one?
nah,
yeah,
Wayne was number
yes,
one.
I would
was
put
number
Wayne
one.
over Hove in that during that time for sure.
I would say Hov was still the better rapper.
On to the
But-
next.
but
what's-
Wayne
what's
was
the
Wayne
Blueprint
was hot.
3? Blueprint 3.
Wayne was the hottest rapper at that time. Hov was the better rapper. But this is also around the time Hov put out like Kingdom Come and shit like that.
Nah,
so.
I thought Kingdom Come was like 06, wasn't it?
That's around the time when Wayne. We had this convo before.
Like Wayne had a good 3-year run.
From like Wayne had like a 5-year run for, but he had like a 3-year run where it was like unquestioned he was the hottest rapper in the game. Like he was hopping on
Yeah, let's get
everybody's
these time
beats.
frames
Yeah,
down
when
right.
that song come out with Lloyd and I'm So Paid and all that shit, when he was running that Future run,
06, 07.
I don't think that was 06 or 07, bro.
It was, bro. I was still in high
Yeah.
school during that time, but I was still in high school.
Because after 2011, Jay-Z ain't dropped shit. He only dropped Watch the Throne, Magna Carta, and
Watch the
4
Throne. Magna Carta went hard too.
It did.
Magna Carta,
Blueprint
Magna
three.
Carta
All,
was
all
alright.
of them went hard. I got all of them went hard.
Magna Carta was alright. Watch the Throne was hard.
He got some shits on Magna Carta.
No,
Actually,
it's joints on there. I ain't like the album as a whole though.
got you. It could have been structured differently, but I feel like this is still no skips on this Magna Carta joint.
I ain't gonna say that. I don't need the Justin Timberlake jump at all.
That's my shit.
What?
Holy Grail.
Oh, that's the jump.
I was
Yeah,
just
that's the
citing,
joint with-
I was
that's the
just
joint with
citing Justin Timberlake yesterday. I was like, man, you can't have no, you can't not have Justin Timberlake.
I'm probably thinking of a different song there. I'm thinking
Yeah, so like he.
You probably thinking of I know what song you're thinking of. You're thinking of damn, what is that song?
It was 2009.
that white dude. The white dude, I think he's from Europe. What's the name of that song?
G-Eazy or something?
Nah, that nigga said G-Eazy.
I don't know if he from Europe. Shout out to G-Eazy. I fuck with G-Eazy.
Shit.
G-Eazy is what you saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
You talking
G-Eazy.
about that Suit and Tie song.
That was Justin Timberlake.
That was Justin and Jay.
Nah.
That's the song I'm thinking of.
Banger. See, he got two of them back to back.
Wow, Jay-Z white feature.
Hey, what Google say? What it say? Like, you know how like if you type something and it be like trying to figure out what you suggested. What it say at the bottom of that hoe?
This got a picture of him and some white dude.
Hey, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What is the name of that song, bro?
I can't think of that, John.
But still, even looking at the album drop,
Forever Young.
Oh, that song.
Yeah.
With who was on that song?
I don't know that song. I don't know why that just popped in my head. That's what I'm thinking of.
I don't like that song.
Trash.
Forever Young. So many people got a song named
Mr.
Forever Young.
Hudson.
Yeah, I don't like that song.
Random white dude.
I ain't like that song at all.
Yeah. But I would still put. I'm putting Future over Wayne for sure. Cause Wayne fall off is so vicious and abrupt. You go from always strapped to prom queen.
Prom Queen cranked to me. That's what I'm saying. I
Prom
think-
Queen did.
That
Niggas,
ain't
niggas
Prom-
hate,
Prom
niggas hate on that rock album, but there's some shit on that rock
Strange.
album, bro.
Stop.
No. She's on
Queen,
fire.
right. Prom Queen and Always Strapped was the only two songs.
Nah, She's on Fire goes crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, that joint goes crazy.
Okay, I'll give him 3. How many songs was on it?
What's the joint with
Wasn't Always Strapped
Nicki
on
on
that
it?
album? See, you know too much.
Oh
He
wait,
was tapped
strap.
in.
When I hit the club,
That was on there, I think, too.
I don't know if that was on
on
there.
the,
or not.
I think he got a song on the rock album with Nicki, I believe. Hold on, we finna find out because
Knockout.
we gotta put some crank
Nah,
Always
Wayne.
Strapped, not even
a
on there.
hit.
Wayne had a few little rock joints before he dropped that rock album that went crazy. Like, remember he made that group with
Double Bag Boys.
nah, not Duffel Bad Boys. He made a group with like some other niggas that he had under Young Money, and it was like a little rock group.
No.
Bruh, that they had like 2-3 songs that they dropped. Them shits is all fire.
Dang.
This is like when I was really on Wayne heavy, bro.
Yeah.
See, if you talking about Wayne, you got to talk about Wayne outside the scope of just him as an artist. Then yeah, I'll put him above Future. Like you talking about everything he did, because that whole Young Money, that first little 6 months Young Money had when they dropped Bedrock, Every Girl in the World.
Yeah, they was going.
Bro, I'm
stupid.
saying Wayne's has so many different imprints on rap. Future has too, but Wayne literally, you could say that 2 of the greatest artists of this generation came from up under Wayne and Nicki and Drake
Easy.
of this generation.
Is it only you saying that because he signed them? He ain't discovered them.
He signed them and pushed them though. Like I can't say that them niggas signing somewhere else gonna get that same level of push behind
I
them.
think Drake would have been Drake.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
'cause, Yeah,
I think Drake is still very talented, so he would have like eventually got somewhere. But I think like having that Wayne push at that time meant everything for him, because like it somersaulted like his whole shit. Because you gotta remember, like all of his early hits like had some version of Wayne on them, as he was still like finding his sound and finding like who he was as an artist.
Yeah, they had Ransom and
Best I ever had all of them
what
Jones.
mixtape? That was So Far. Might have been So Far Gone.
It's either So Far Gone or Comeback Season. One of the two.
That's So Far Gone. Drake got a song on there. What's
Are you
the name
about to
of
tell
that
us a Drake song that you like? Is that what you saying?
This is my thing. I fucked with Drake back then. I did.
Okay.
But I had to balance away too. But this is the thing. Drake, it's crazy. Like, cause Drake, y'all like flipped. He was doing that little neo soul shit he was doing. And then he went to like semi trying to be tough guy shit.
Yeah.
And
But
then
it's-
that's when I was like,
He following in Wayne footsteps though. Like literally like just the same.
Wayne did the opposite.
Wayne,
Wayne was
did
gangster,
it. He
rocker,
did it way
skater.
more extreme. But if
Little
you
bit.
ca-
That's the name of that song.
it's kind of like he
No, I think like he found and perfected his sound, bro.
That didn't get the cranking.
So like he just found his
Ignis
sound.
shit, crank,
It's joints on there for sure. Like early
Uptown.
Uptown, that was my shit. That was my shit. For
Lil
sure.
Wayne
got some
carried
vibes,
that
bro.
shit. But Wayne did carry that.
But that's what I'm saying. But you could tell he was like, that's when he was still finding his sound. So like having that Wayne stamp really helped him solidify himself. To whereas I don't know if he like signed with like Rock, he would have had that same appeal because them sounds wouldn't have been the same. I don't think working
Probably won't even had the creative
because you're not working.
freedom.
Yeah, like I think
Man.
that's what it was. Like Wayne gave Nicki, all of them. He gave them like the creative freedom to like find who they were as artists. Same with like Currency, because Currency was signed to Wayne, but he never,
right. Yeah.
he never forced Wayne.
Currency was signed to Cash Money.
Well, signed to Cash Money, but like he was,
He was fucking with Wayne though. They was top.
but like he was
top there.
like
One song.
them niggas was never forced to like fit a mold of like the style of music. Niggas that was signed to Young Money or like a fit.
coming out of that Cash Money, Young Money era during that time.
Lil Chucky was trying to sound like, but that didn't work for nobody else.
I mean,
Nicki had to go,
but it's,
Nicki would have stayed in a rap bag. She wouldn't have blew up. She had to switch.
you gotta think about it though, bro. If you got
Tyga had like a couple good mixtapes.
Ty-
Gutter had.
He's still here.
one
Tiger still got shit that's moving though.
But
Still
Tyga
doing.
is not. Okay.
No, I'm saying Tiger, like, yes, like globally, Tiger is still moving. Like he might not be moving in terms of like Billboard and shit like that. You go out to Cali, Tiger's still big. You go overseas, Tiger's big. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cali.
he could still do a tour in the US and he gonna have his pockets of fans. Like he could do like a Fillmore type tour and that shit would pack out. No, that's good money.
For sure.
That's good money.
So he
Shout
doing
out to Tyga.
15, 20.
Shout out
night,
Tiger.
maybe.
He put out Taste like 3 years ago. That shit was fire.
Taste.
Yeah, this one with Offset.
I heard
That shit was fire.
That shit was fire.
hear that
That
shit.
one was playing in the club and everything. Cool. Shit fire.
Just because he hit, but still, you can't put Tyga on the same level as Drake and Nicki.
Nah, I'm just talking about in terms of like successful artists to come out of Young Money.
So it's 3.
That's a good percentage.
No, it's not. There was like 100 niggas signed to Young Money. Nigga had Chanel West Coast.
Fuck Chanel West Coast.
Gutter had one song I like when he used the Whitney sample.
Bruh. But you gotta think about it. When you got
Twist.
two heavy hitters,
Chanel.
you putting all your energy into them heavy hitters.
Bro, that's the thing. They was doing numbers on their own to where like you just putting the Young Money stamp on it and then you give them a feature. That's not really putting them on your back.
That's at, but you talking about at a point where they was on, like where they was like they was rolling. I'm talking
introduction
about
that
before.
works. Yeah.
Like Nicki first shit was like that go hard jump. Like that's how I heard about Nicki. That was like 09.
I don't remember.
But that's the jump like Wayne, like he threw that joint on a mixtape. And he's like, yeah, this like this is my next artist. Like this my female artist. She came in that joint and slid. And I was like, damn, like, all right, I'm gonna check off in Nicki.
She probably could have blew up the same. She was signed.
She was rapping for years though,
She
bro.
was signed to Gucci and she stuck to Gucci.
Gucci, what artist Gucci got?
Future.
What?
Future, Young Thug, Pee Wee Longway, the Migos. He put all them on first.
Future,
All of them.
That truly came from 1017.
Future is
He
not
put 'em on.
1017.
None of them is.
Put 'em-
but
Future
he
is
put them
Dungeon.
on, though.
Future Dungeon Family.
I'm
Dungeon
saying
Family
he
put
put-
them on.
It's a difference between putting
Maybe-
them on, like what you comparing Gucci with Gucci.
YSL,
did to,
yes. Future is Dungeon Family.
Migos. Yes.
Yeah, Migos.
Pee Wee Longway.
But none of them niggas like flourished
Shout out
under
to Pee Wee.
Gucci.
That nigga be cranking.
All them niggas went elsewhere to flourish.
But I'm saying, like, he shine a light on them, and if you good enough, that light is gonna be enough for you to do what the fuck you got to do with it.
But they ain't
I
stay
passed you the
independent
rock, you
after
got
that though.
Huh?
They ain't stay independent after that.
That's not his fault. That's not even Wayne. Is it Nicki Minaj not independent?
Nah, just to your point though, if you saying that they just shed a light on them and then after that was enough for them to keep going, then they could have stayed independent for all that. But if they went somewhere else and flourished, then to me it's like that's still not enough.
I don't know if I don't think the Migos would have had to sign a QC. They still would have been the Migos. Pee Wee Longway not signed. Pee Wee Longway
They still
still
would
put
have
out.
been the Migos, but I don't know how big they would have been. That's
started his
the
own
only
label.
thing. It's like if they had hood hits.
They would have, bro. They had shit.
I think they still would have got that Drake feature. I think.
They, for sure. I heard of
think
them
so.
before in like 20. I want to say like 2011, 2012.
I'm about to say because I heard songs of theirs because like niggas was in college, so I was hearing they shit at parties before I really even knew who they was.
I was like in 11th grade, so that's about right.
So yeah, like I think they still would have got that Drake feature even being signed, not being signed to QC. I think.
You ever been to Ibiza, the club before they shut it down?
Nah.
So I remember the first time I went to the club. That's the first club I ever went to. Hannah Montana came on.
Yeah.
And that joint, when the beat dropped, the whole dance floor was shaking, bro. That joint cranked like shit.
Yeah, no, cause with them it was like they was hood hot. You know what I'm saying? So they was getting them spins in the club.
Street legends.
Yeah, like street legends, they was gonna get them spins in the club. But I think they just because of that, even if they wasn't signed to QC, Drake would have still got that feature and probably still blew. Yeah, but having the label behind them helping them sustain it though.
I don't think it's
just having the
I
funds.
think it's more so having Atlanta behind them because they was hiding Atlanta. So if you go down there and you hear that shit, then that shit gonna blow up everywhere.
That's why I think them signing specifically to QC with them that being based in Atlanta like helps sustain that joint because having that money behind it, and they had that relationship with.
They also had Skipper the Flipper.
Hey, Skipper, he used to crank for.
He used to crank.
Where
is he at now?
He like doing like little club shows, but he not signed to nobody. Cause he got dropped. He got dropped by QC.
Who else do Lil Baby? But
yeah,
again, Lil Baby. Yeah. So and if you think about that, yeah. So I would say Gucci put a lot of niggas on his back. A lot more successful niggas than Wayne did. Cause even
no, I say Gucci could find talent like a motherfucker. Cultivating it is different, but he found hella talent.
I can agree to that.
Cause like he even found like Walker and them niggas. He just ain't cultivated.
I forgot the Wild Walker. So that's So he put on more niggas successful, whatever y'all want to say.
His thing is like I said. My thing with him is just he was never able to really cultivate them niggas. That's why his labels never really had like a long shelf life. Cause even the niggas he found now, this I don't really blame him on. Like them niggas is just he
shouldn't have signed them.
Nah, they good. Like Pooh Shiesty, that's a good artist.
He knew a lot of them.
But they was real street niggas. Gucci like street niggas.
Them, yeah.
Gucci like street niggas.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna
because Gucci is street nigga.
Yeah. So it's like
that's really what it is.
Them niggas sliding, but in 2 years, I know that this nigga gonna be going down for some shit.
Like like from that roster, his hardest artist out right now is Enchanting, the shorty.
I don't think she with him no more.
No, she's still there.
I could have sworn she left, bro.
Nah, she's still there.
Damn.
Cause she just put out some. She just put out some shit with him like not too long ago.
She be sliding.
Yeah, she be cranking. The other shorty left though. The Key Shade or whatever her name is. She left or she got dropped.
Fuck that is.
I don't even remember who that is to be honest with you. Was she light skinned?
Yeah, she's like light skinned. They did the song with it was her, Enchanting, Gucci, Scar, and Key Glock.
That's too mean. Like
I can't remember.
That song don't even sound successful.
Nah, it's a good song.
Young Dolph, another nigga that Gucci put on whole time.
Yeah.
Them collab tapes that Gucci was
on.
Okay.
Yeah. But that Dolph ain't signing Gucci though.
You don't have to sign to him for you to put them on. That's just to be honest, I don't even know why you would sign to another artist that's not retired. Because Gucci going into a thing and they probably got the same work ethic as him, you know what I'm saying? So if you sign him, give him some money, all right, keep working.
But everybody's goal ain't to be that nigga. It's just some niggas is just like to get on and have that motion.
Just to get a million.
Have that motion.
Get that million as soon as they get the deals. It's like, well, shit, what do I need to work for?
Gucci wasn't handing out millions neither. Y'all niggas was satisfied with $50,000.
Yeah, they wilding.
Gucci was getting them niggas club appearances.
Nah, but yeah, that's what I mean. And then, but yeah, I would still say Future the best artist of the last.
Hey, okay. I say this:
15, 20 years.
If Future give us another 3-4 years at this rate,
then I can get.
It's already been 10.
I would say it's already been over a decade
since his peak.
And like the nigga don't sound like he about to slow down no time soon, bro. Like
in the second
we definitely talked about his tape when it dropped. That I Never Liked You joint. Mm-hmm. That shit was fire. And this nigga damn near 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang, how this nigga gonna sound when he gonna be 50 talking about he's still drinking codeine and shit?
Well, he said he didn't really do them drugs like that.
Yeah. Don't. But
and then any nigga,
you can't live off that.
Married too. And changed his life around a few months ago. I don't know how that's going, but
yeah, he definitely said he said he looking for love. I hear him. I hear him, man. Like shit, man. I love love.
Body. No, that's Sierra.
That's Sierra.
It was Sierra.
Yeah.
Body Party.
Hey,
Is it Body
shout
Party?
out Sierra for breaking my nigga heart and putting that battery in his back. Cause that's how we got like
Purple Rain.
That's how we got Purple Rain for real.
Man, shout out to Russell for taking it to a
It's
level.
gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I don't want no relation.
Nah. Oh, I heard this today.
Yeah. He slung.
Slid, you hear me?
They say Dirk is doing more numbers than YoungBoy right now.
Yeah. He did almost.
Is
He be doing almost like 200K when he dropped. First
Like, are we
week
talking album sales or what?
album. Cause YouTube, YoungBoy killing everybody on YouTube.
That's what I was saying. I thought he was the biggest. Like,
So let me ask you this
album sales. YoungBoy's albums don't be selling
he
that
don't
well,
promote them shits neither though.
and he dropped too many.
Way too many.
He's already dropped 3 this year.
Way too
It's
many.
May.
But I thought
And they 20 song projects at that.
I remember because he was. I mean, he in the house all day on house arrest.
Yeah, I'm saying he don't got nothing to do but record.
Right. But how you have so many ops still to this day if you not leaving the house?
You're not listening to a YoungBoy talk about nothing else.
Dog, I like YoungBoy, but it's only like so much YoungBoy I can hear. Cause that,
I haven't been listening to none of his new stuff.
bro, it's like it's like 3 beat patterns on every album.
Literally.
That's the same, and they just kind of vary. They just vary a little bit.
He started that shit though.
He did.
No,
My
he
cousin
did.
started it. He did that shit.
Like he like that upgraded New Orleans bounce
Shout out
sound.
to
Like that's
Double
definitely him. But it's too much of that shit. I liked his album that he did with DJ Drama because that shit actually sounded like some growth on there. And that joint was only like 13 songs. Like it was a short project. The beats it was still them beats, but it was like
A little different.
they were different. They
little bit.
were mature. They was mature. Like even his subject matter was mature. But like when he be on that like the YoungBoy shit where he like I'm beefing with niggas.
Is he signed?
I don't know.
I think he's still with I don't know if he's signed. I know he still be like affiliated with Birdman and shit. But I don't think he's signed to nobody. I think he's still independent.
Well, let me ask you this though, because I found out recently that like you definitely get paid a whole lot more from YouTube than streams, right?
Yeah, because you can track views easier than you can track like what a stream means monetarily.
Exactly.
So like
it's
yeah,
like,
he's getting that YouTube bread.
yeah, so
Easy.
that's what I'm saying. So like even that, what does it really amount to anything? Is like saying, oh well, YoungBoy is not getting too many album sales, but he's doing dummy on YouTube.
In terms of, it means something in terms of
'Cause I'm just
say
thinking about the bag at the end of the day, right?
yeah. So that I'll tell you. So in terms of like, if YoungBoy is signed to a label, if he wants to renegotiate an album deal, you gotta have like the album numbers to back up like whatever money you're trying to negotiate. It's like it'll be easier for Dirk to go and be like,
I don't necessarily know about that anymore because you could take like I think nowadays they're looking at like your whole internet presence.
they are. But I'm talking about in terms of like you getting like certain like gold and platinum and shit like that. That's still like tied to like your album
it's
sales.
your album sales. Yeah.
So if Dirk's doing 200K first week on like 4 albums, going into a new album deal, and he's getting like platinum and gold and shit like that, he can go and be like, okay, yeah, I'm negotiating a 3 album, $60 million deal type shit because I got the numbers to back it up, I got the plaques to back it up. YoungBoy got the YouTube presence, he got them numbers, but if he don't got them plaques to back it up, a label could be like, yeah, like we see your presence, but we're not gonna pay you this amount of money for an album
Can you
deal.
Google that. Google see how many YoungBoy plaques he got.
I don't know how many plaques. I know he got some for sure. Because the nigga, like I said, his YouTube numbers is stupid.
Yeah, like just like I hear what you're saying, but I'm thinking like also if we're still counting sales and it is about just getting the
Pure sales.
the platinum, you know what I'm saying? All of those things are coming. All of that data is coming from different DSPs.
But I don't know if they count. That's a good question. Do they count the YouTube streams
They do.
as sales?
So like on my BMI joint, you can see YouTube and then
Yeah.
you can see YouTube Premium. So it's
Okay.
like the people that pay.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like they getting 2 different joints. So it's counting towards, you know what I'm saying, your royalties and your album sales and
Yeah.
shit. But it's just a matter of like that's why I
How
said,
much do it count?
Exactly. So it's like, oh, if I went gold, but I just went gold off YouTube streams because I'm going crazy over there instead of Apple Music,
Yeah.
then of course Dirk got it on Apple Music, but he don't got it over here though.
For sure.
So
For sure.
They was comparing that YoungBoy's album he dropped like 2 days ago
yeah,
Yeah.
to that single Dirk drop. So that's not really fair, but
Yeah,
it was
that's a
Dirk
single.
had more views on the single than
the single was alright to me too.
No, I like
It was
that joint.
alright. It was okay. It's a.
I don't think the album gonna sound like that though.
I hope not.
I don't think it's gonna sound like that. I think that's just a single.
We don't need to. Dirk is. I feel like Dirk is also kind of
about
on the
Luda?
same vein. He's more melodic and more versatile than YoungBoy.
Yeah.
But he still has his same 5 beats
For sure.
styles that he's still gonna drop.
I would say, yeah, they all got, every artist got their pockets. You know what I'm saying? It's just about how you utilize them pockets.
Got you.
And again, if you don't drop as much, it don't sound oversaturated.
Right. Yeah, because
But when you drop
70 songs in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
2023.
Like Dirk could drop a project, it'd be like 18, 20 songs.
he was doing that though to get out of that deal. Remember he signed like some wild $10 million 10 album deal or some shit.
I think that was the joint he had with Cash Money.
Was it?
I think.
Him and Birdman did that to him. My Birdman be wildin'. So who's his lawyer?
Dog. Like, yeah, that's a crazy deal. $1 million an album. When I'm doing the numbers I'm doing on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. That's
like I'm the number one nigga. Like it's me and Drake.
yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I don't know their percentage, but you always, if you don't need the money up front, it's best not to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause especially if you can take that $1 million knowing that you don't really need it and you really just gonna eat off that whole knowing you can record your whole album in the crib.
Nah, listen, I know that nigga eating.
I don't know if this website is credible.
What they say?
He ain't liking the results.
Hey, nah, go ask
Go ahead, what's up? What it say?
ask my AI.
No, it said AI YoungBoy 2017 had 1 million sales.
That's overall.
It just say millions. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. And then
I would say look up like the. I don't gonna say look up the AI YoungBoy. Look up like his last album. Not his last album. What was the joint he dropped in like December? Look up those first week numbers.
So are we comparing albums or are we comparing like plaques?
Because he was talking about sales.
Okay.
So I would say like look up his. I don't want to say like his latest joints he just did because I know them shits is gonna be bad. Like I know it's probably gonna be like 40, 50K.
Throw them in there like that.
colors.
Yeah, that was one of them. Look up like just the first week sales, and then I would say compare it to Drake's last album was 7220. So look at the first week sales for that. I mean not Drake, Lil Durk. 7220.
I probably got like 5 songs off 7220.
80,000 album units.
First week for Colors. All right, that's not bad.
That's 80 bands.
I would say look up the 7220 jump. First week sales for them jumps.
Watch that, you like 160.
I want to say like 160, 170. Cuz I want to say he's hit that peak.
It's 120.
120. Okay, yeah, like he's hit that point where it's only about like 6-7 rappers that's hitting that point where they first week they doing like 100, 120 plus.
What's the date on that? Because did he drop that before or after the Drake feature?
7220.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years after the Drake
Yeah,
feature.
you talking about that one song they got? I mean,
Yeah,
just
'cause
relax.
that- 'cause
Yeah,
was-
because that song came out 2020.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like that's what
Is it a real
took him there. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't Dirk wasn't doing 120 out the gate, but prior to him getting on that feature.
Dirk was doing like matter of fact he said it on the album before that feature on just because y'all waited too. I want to say he said he did like 66K first week on that album. Then he got did the Drake feature and that like gave him the boost back to the niggas the casual fans who had stopped listening to Dirk for a little while.
Is it even a fair comparison though? Because like I said, YoungBoy don't get played on radio. He don't promote himself. Like,
Exactly.
Dirk-
That's my point.
But that's
here.
like
he getting not hat, but he don't have the full.
but he still has it still balances out because he's literally the number one nigga on YouTube.
But is it
like
really
he's
a
the-
comparison though?
He's the most streamed nigga like on YouTube. Like it's literally him and then it's Drake
Yeah.
for rappers. So it's not like he don't got exposure. He has exposure.
It's not the same as if you got like Billboard.
If he had the same if like we put both of them into the same situation and they both had the same exact exposure.
I honestly want to say it helps him, to be honest, because his sound is what it is.
Dirk's sound is repetitive and redundant.
It is.
But Dirk's sound is
so
still
deep.
more versatile. No. Yes, it is. Because he's melodic. It's literally more versatile.
Young boy melodic too.
It's not the
Young
same.
boy got like 3 beat choices and Dirk got like 5. That's how I see it.
Dirk is
Because he gonna talk about the same shit too. You
Dirk
know what
does
I'm
the
saying?
same thing.
You right.
But
You 100%
I
right.
don't really listen to Dirk like that no more. Like since like OT back in the day, like when Chief Keef and them first dropped. Like I ain't been listening to Dirk since then.
Oh man, Dirk makes some good music, bro.
I can grab like 2 or 3 out of each album and keep it moving.
And they all sound the same. Sound like one song.
I bet you if I go through the playlist, the ones out of each album probably do sound the exact same.
Nah, I gotta send you some joints because he just
even the mixtapes, like he did the ones with Only the Family. I would spend that joint too, and I was like,
but them joints is meant to sound like that. Them supposed to sound like drill shit.
because I'm like that was all right too.
Like his actual albums, they take more sonic risk, I'll say.
Okay.
Because like he really taps in more to like expanding his vocal range and shit.
More than Young Boy. Young Boy just sound like his shit just like he recorded it that day and he just sent that shit out. No mix, no nothing.
Like y'all keep talking about this mix, but I don't give a fuck about that shit.
That matter, bro.
Yes, it does.
That shit matter.
Even if you listen to his shit,
You just
like
said he's the number one nigga on YouTube. How does it matter? Nobody give a fuck about that. It don't sound bad.
No, I don't think Young Boy should sound bad.
I don't think they spinning his album straight down on YouTube.
Them little niggas is.
Okay.
Them little niggas.
Them little niggas is probably listening on these weak ass headphones and they just cranking. They not really understanding or driving around listening to the beats.
Let me go download Young Boy latest album because I ain't heard of the album.
All right, next week we're gonna ask you about that joint.
Y'all both heard it?
I listened to like the first 6 songs and then I was like, yeah, I gotta take a break. I ain't gonna lie.
I did that with Colors.
Like I said, the last albums from Young Boy that I really messed with was the joint that he did with Drama. What Ma, I Got a Family. And
That joint was tough. I fuck with that album. See, like that, the ones that I feel like he actually puts effort into and is showing growth. Them the joints I be really fucking with.
Yeah, it was that joint. There's so many albums on here, bro.
He got so many, bro. I bet you he gonna drop another one. He gonna announce another one in like 2 weeks.
I liked the last Slimito.
This joint was cool.
It was a few joints off there I messed with.
I think you got a glizzy on this joint, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I like some of the joints off last Slimito.
I bet you if you pick any random song, that joint gonna be like, boom, boom. As soon as you come in,
bro, most rappers got a particular sound that they fuck with.
I get you, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like
Metro don't trust you.
But the beat
Metro
don't sound.
is too versatile.
Yeah, I say the beats don't sound the same. That don't work.
Can't go there.
That don't work.
It's a Metro beat. It's a particular.
A
sound.
Metro beat don't mean it's a.
It could be 50. It's still trap shit. It's
No,
50
because Metro
trap shit.
Metro ain't just a trap producer.
Working with Future for the most part.
And them beats sound different every time, fool.
He's doing
It's
different
still
shit.
a trap sound. Because they're not doing that brump, brump. That's not the same exact brump, brump, brump every time. They got in different spots.
Okay, so let me ask you
Different
this.
patterns.
Maybe we need to define, and the industry too, define the different genres of rap that we do have.
I said that. Joe looked at me like I was crazy because I said that. I've said that multiple times.
No, I didn't look like I was crazy. I said that there's subgenres of rap. You try to say that it wasn't rap. I said it's all subgenres.
I said it shouldn't go in the rap category.
No, it belongs in the rap category.
Why?
There's
That's what we just said. It's a subgenre. So
just
we
like
should
it's
have
subgenres of
best
rock.
melodic rap song.
Just like it's subgenres of rock.
Okay.
But it all is
they
under
all get
rock.
Their own different awards though.
But it's all under rock.
They all get their own awards.
Yes, but I
They
don't
be
disagree.
putting a Chris Brown album in the fucking awards.
No, but that's
best rap.
but you talking about that's white people being white. I'm talking about yes, they all got like they different awards, but it's still like all branched under rock. Like you go to rock, if you go on a website and click on rock and the drop down comes down, it'll give you the subgenres of rock.
Classic
but
rock,
it'll still be
soft
rock.
rock.
Same with rap. Like you click on rap, it'll give
Alternative
you
rock.
it'll give you drill, it'll give you fucking southern, it'll give you Midwest, it'll give you whatever.
So we that's what I'm saying. So we need better names because I don't want to just classify it as like somebody could be from the Midwest but then be out in LA making the vibes from where they from type shit. We can't call it, you know what I'm saying? It's he not gonna be out there making LA music. You know what I'm saying?
LA
So
did
it's
that
like,
same shit too. Now I'm thinking about it. And then
they was like on some lead shit. Like they did a lot of leads and shit. You right though, but it's like, what do you specifically call that? Because it's like just like you said, they got classical rock, alternative, soft. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. We just got regions. How is that fair?
and if you singing on majority of the album, that shit need to go in the R&B.
And go smack in the R&B. Cool. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga.
So it's like,
No, I don't think he's agreeing with you.
Shout out to Aubrey.
no, I'm saying that's what
He's saying that's what they
That's
do.
what they're doing. It's not right
what?
though.
That's not right
Why
because
isn't it?
Because
It's different.
R&B still needs its own situations. You know what I'm saying? Just like the rock has its own. So it's like there needs to be clearly defined like genres so that we can accurately put people in those genres. So then everything.
oh,
just
yeah. So
becomes
like
steady.
if you want a classic hip hop, then yeah, we'll have a classic hip hop.
Yeah, so that means all boom bap over there. I ain't gonna hear no Future in no classic hip hop. You feel me?
So NBA or Dirk?
Dirt.
Dirk.
You think Dirk got more influence?
I like Dirk's musical selection. He vibes more with me.
NBA YoungBoy got niggas throwing away $40 million at a time. Like
That's a young nigga wanting to be a street nigga.
Yeah, that's just.
I don't agree with people. I don't like when people say that.
But
shit.
I'm not saying that like he not from the streets. I'm just saying
I
that's
don't
a
know
young
if he
nigga.
is in that.
I'm just saying that's a young nigga want to be a street nigga.
Not
But
necessarily.
I
Have
don't.
fun with the game.
I think for people who don't know what we're talking about Ja Morant potentially losing millions of dollars because he flashed a gun on Instagram Live again.
And what's his name? Adam
Silver.
said he's expecting the worst.
I think he gonna get like 50 games.
50 games.
Yeah, the Gilbert Arenas precedent.
They suspended Gilbert for 50 games. Mm-hmm. He pulled a dog out on somebody in the locker room, right?
He didn't even pull the dog. I want to say he showed the dog. He ain't pull it, but
He was in
Gilbert
possession.
He's a
Gil-
wild nigga.
Gilbert's
Listen,
a wild nigga, though.
but Gilbert ain't even get suspended for pulling a dog for real. Gil got suspended because when he came back from his initial like 7 or 10 game suspension, his first game back, he's in the it's a photo that goes around. he's in the huddle during the pregame, doing the finger guns and shooting his teammates in the finger
What
guns.
happened to that nigga, son?
Dog, the knee injuries fucked him up.
It must have been drugs, bro. Because I remember
Who, Gil?
Yeah.
Nah,
He
he
like that? He been
Gil
wild?
always been like that.
I remember going to watch that nigga at like the MCI.
Gil always been a wild
And
nigga.
that
He was
nigga
just
used
a
to
bucket.
Cook, like,
He was just a bucket.
damn, son. I never.
The knee
knew
injury,
that was wild.
knee injuries cooked him.
Damn.
He got suspended for 50 games, traded to Orlando, and never really recovered from the ACL tears.
Shout out to Gilbert Arenas.
Shout out
Yeah,
Gil.
Agent Zero.
Shout out
For
Gil.
those of y'all that don't know.
He did what he was supposed to do. For the
He was
city.
that guy. He was Steph before Steph. Dame Lillard before Dame.
Yeah, John
Big
Moran gonna be
M's.
all right. All right, we
Yeah,
did
Ja gonna be fine. He a young dude, bro.
He don't give a fuck.
Did y'all listen to the pod I sent y'all?
Yeah,
Okay. What you think about
I forgot what point. I only listened to it one time. I forgot
Okay.
what point he was making.
so on the
But I
pod
didn't like it though. I remember I didn't agree with this shit though.
it was a different point of view for sure.
Spin that.
Okay, so on the pod, Bomani is talking about the Ja situation. And like he kind of gave him a level of compassion, which a lot of niggas in sports haven't been doing. But he was like, from his standpoint, he was saying like he really does feel like that there is something mentally, like depression, that mental depression could be there. And he equated it to being a young dude that has a whole organization, and by a certain extent, like a sitting on your back. You're also the breadwinner and provider for your family. Like as soon as you got on, your parents quit their jobs. Your whole team pretty much is like them niggas stay with you. You know what I'm saying? Like they had all your games, all that type
payroll.
of shit. Like yeah, they on the payroll and all of that. You up for a super max if you make all NBA, which is gonna bring in almost $300 million. You know what I'm saying? You got shoes, all this other type of shit. So you got all of that weight on your shoulders. And at the same time, niggas don't know where you from for real. So like even though you on now, like
They don't know that that's normal out there.
yeah. So he was like some of that shit could just be like a cry for help.
I don't think it's
That thing, him flashing the gun, I think it's just him being a dumb young nigga.
Yeah,
I
like,
think it's just him
That's
being
all
dumb.
it's about, though.
Yeah, so
But
all
like,
that other shit is,
but he was,
what are you talking about?
but he's talking about the fact like he's like every time I see Ja, like I just see him down in alcohol at crazy amounts. That like
On the social media?
yeah,
Okay, what about when he on
Every
when he doing the
NBA
gritty
player
off the
does that,
court?
though.
Like,
I don't care about the gritty.
you know what
That
I'm saying?
don't
Like,
matter to me.
that's you see him and he's not in the alcohol state, like alcohol, like whatever.
The gritty that's nothing.
But I'm saying he's having fun. He's like he
Is he
said
putting
every
up
time
buckets?
he sees. No, I'm saying he said every time he sees John Moran, he's in some alcohol, whatever he just said.
He's
Like,
talking about like when I see him online.
that's online.
But bro, like you gotta think this is all people see.
Yeah,
But see that's the people's mistake is realizing that or taking that for that's what it is.
social media is just a glimpse.
It's all
But
that
again,
time.
he didn't say this in a way to slander him. So I don't even get that like mixed up.
Still
I got
think
you.
He did too much for that. Like, it's
I don't think he did that much. I don't necessarily agree with the point to like that whole like the flash and gun point. Like I don't agree with. I don't think that's depression. But I think like downing whole bottles of Casamigos by yourself is depressing. Fool.
You know who you ask.
I mean, you don't know what vibes he got on the way. You don't know what
For sure.
I
You
done
know what I'm saying?
definitely-
Like that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm intentionally getting fucked up, I know what I'm doing.
But, like,
I'm not running from something. I may be prepping for some shit or something. I don't. But
He excited. He's having
he
fun,
a
he
young
got
nigga.
money.
He can drink.
I'm playing devil advocate.
Because how old did you say he was?
He's 23.
You as a 23-year-old, what was you doing on the weekends or just on after you done all your homework and
Mixing
shit?
paint. I was definitely fucking working a damn job. I ain't had no millions of
Okay,
dollars
still.
to fuck up.
When you got off work, what did you go do?
I don't think I had I think my car had broke down.
Nah,
I was like-
20,
I was
23.
like-
I got off work. I was in the club. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
Right,
that's
yeah,
the
we
point I'm
going down.
making.
I was
Niggas
taking
would
Ubers and
niggas be
shit
in the
down U
club.
Street.
Niggas be drinking. Actually, for that 21 to 25, you going to be drinking a whole lot.
I'm about
That's
to say,
just
Joe,
so.
how many times I done pulled up to your functions with a personal fifth of some shit,
Literally.
drinking that shit to the
Niggas
Nigga,
will come with their own
I could think
bottle.
of plenty of times where I've drunk probably like a bottle and a half's worth of alcohol.
Yeah, so it's
By
not like, bro,
myself.
he's having fun.
He's having fun. He got the
I
millions.
laughed when I seen the headline. I was like, I was laughing. I was dying laughing because I'm like, bro, you just said you was done. You know what I'm saying? You good.
Yeah.
Bro.
But niggas knew this was gonna happen, fool.
Bro, my thing is nothing wrong with it, bro.
It's the for me, it's like, bro, it's the off season. You know what I'm saying? So like be outside. Like I don't care, be outside. Don't put the stick on IG.
Why?
It's
because
nothing-
it's nothing wrong with it,
Yeah, you right.
but he's a corporation. He's not a regular nigga.
That's the other
He
side.
he works for the NBA. He is a corporation. He's a part of that corporation. He's a face for a franchise. So yeah, like you have little kids that look up to you. Like yes, like you didn't ask to be a role model, but when you become a superstar for a team, little kids are naturally going to look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Fans are naturally going to look up to you or clamor towards you. So you can't throw the stick on live.
You looking at young boy.
All them niggas got sticks, fool.
Same kids looking at young boy.
Yeah. So
You
you don't
right,
need.
though. But nobody, young boy
Young
doesn't
boy
have
not-
the NBA to answer to.
Yeah, young boy's not expected to be a role model.
I think that-
he's a street nigga.
No,
I done
YouTube
tried
is
to-
not
he-
saying, "Hey, don't put a stick up there.
Yeah,
and
actually,
we're not
that's
gonna pay you
that's
millions of
that's
dollars."
definitely a violation, I think, right?
It's a music video. It's a prop. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Niggas got locked up for
Because
the
I'm
props.
sure in their NBA contracts they got shit in there just so.
They got a menacing clause or some shit.
Yeah,
like
so it's
that.
like so you don't fuck
You
yourself
showing
up.
your gun ain't necessarily menacing. That's my thing. I think people look.
That's
at a
not
black man
menacing.
with-
That's conduct detrimental to the team
how.
because he's the face of the team,
So
bro.
what? My legal gun. I'm showing you my legal gun.
After you just got in trouble for pulling the gun out in the club.
My-
what you're doing with the gun, bro.
What is he doing? He ain't do nothing with
My
it.
man,
But showed it.
the first joint, he's in a public place, just swinging that bitch.
All right,
it's
we
not in a
talking about this
holster.
last time. It don't gotta be in a holster necessarily. It's
He's
not
in, he's
required.
in it. He's swinging it like this. So mind you, actually for real, this how Pop Smooth passed away. The nigga, they were playing with guns, and the shit just went off. So niggas
Oh,
die all the time from niggas just literally just
First of all,
dangling that bitch
Rest
all
in
the
peace-
time.
Rest in peace to Pop Smooth.
Yeah,
I
you know what
don't
I'm
know
saying?
why I thought I heard Pop Smoke.
Oh no, Pop Smoke got smoked. Unfortunately, shout out to Pop Smoke too.
Rest in peace, Pop Smooth, man. Man, why the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah,
Rest in peace, Smooth.
Nah, but real shit though. That's my point. It's like if you just dangling that bitch around
And
and
it go
he's not the
off.
only that you're a liability. Because actually, I just learned that niggas, NBA and people will take insurance policies out on these people
Yes.
just in case they fuck up, so that if they get fucked up, all of the money that they gave out is coming all back.
Bro, so yeah, he's literally it's the day you sign that contract, like you said, there are certain stipulations that you have to abide by as a player on the team because you are part of a major corporation, a public corporation. So yes, having a gun, there's nothing wrong with having a gun. It's a free country. Have your stick. You a black man, keep your stick on you. I'm not mad at that. But waving that joint on Instagram, and his man's was not in the wrong. Soon as his man seen, oh, this nigga's pulling the gun.
said,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know, like, you not supposed to be doing this shit. You just being a dumb nigga. You being hot.
was on
Second
live
time,
doing
he's
the
like
gun,
this.
and he turned to Josh. I was like, I got one of those.
He's like, oh, I got a real one, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like, you
you
doing
can't
like
do
that?
shit.
Wasn't
You
like
can,
that.
He
had
was
it
like this.
bro, like, the shit was like this, fool.
like sad. It wasn't pointing at him directly.
Like, I ain't. Yeah,
It
shit
don't
was like,
matter.
It
but
do
it-
matter for what? It wasn't in a holster or am I tripping?
no, it was not.
It was not in the holster.
If your finger's not on the trigger, you good. Guns don't just go off. You got to pull the
But
trigger.
yeah, no, I'm sharp. I'm just saying, like,
Stop criminalizing black men for having guns. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not criminalizing him.
But
fool.
I think
The gun
that's
is
a part
not-
of it, bro. Like I think that it's because
not-
he's black.
It's not because he's black. It's because he just got in trouble. He just got in trouble.
He got
right
in trouble the first time
in March.
because he's black with a gun. That's what I feel like.
No, he got in trouble because he was caught on camera with a gun in a strip club in Denver, where you're not supposed to be having. You're not supposed to have weapons
there.
in clubs.
Yeah.
So he could have did time, but they made the tapes go away
Actually,
because he's in the NBA. They made the tapes go away.
I heard that the police said they wasn't prosecuting him because they can't prosecute everybody for that because it happens a lot. Like it's a like they said, it's a free country. You have the right to bear arms.
You do not have the right to bear arms in a club.
No, yes you do.
No, you don't.
I'm
The
telling
pri-
you how the laws work.
The owner
That's a
of the
private-
place
that's a-
actually has the final say. So
and it's not even a legal thing. It's a. What happens is like say on this building, right? Or say we go to a supermarket. And they got a sign that says no guns. Yeah, that's the owner. Saying that they don't want guns in there, but it's not illegal. I can't get locked up for that. You go only get locked up. You get trespassing if they see that you have it. They tell you to leave and you don't leave. It's not legally binding.
You're right. I see what you're saying.
I'm saying you can't have a gun in like federal buildings, like government buildings.
Okay, yeah, no, that for sure. But that's not what he did.
You had it in the club.
Yes,
The owner ain't
swinging the
telling me.
bitch in the club.
All right, but the owner didn't tell him to leave. Then they called that nigga in the back room with a private dance. Like,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like,
but
get
what
your,
I'm saying
get your
why
shit
they
off.
want that man lying so heavy for what? That video didn't even need to come out.
No, none of that video from Denver needed to come out. The owner was psyched that the nigga was there, which is why it came out, and that's what caused everything in the first place. But as soon as that happens, bro, you cannot come back after you went to therapy to like seek help, and you put out a whole statement saying like, yeah, I'm seeking help for my issues, blah 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 blah. You can't come back out like 2 weeks after your season ends playing the new young boy.
Same shit.
Sticked up, you know what I'm saying, and not
Same
expect any type of repercussions. That's all I'm
but
saying.
I'm just hearing a lot of old niggas like trying to be a thug. He trying to do this.
Oh, that's old
see,
niggas
that
being
is old
that's
niggas.
old niggas being old niggas.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're not right in that just because he's not trying to be anything. Just like you're saying, you can own a gun. He can be protecting himself. He's now a public figure. So to me, I would expect him to have a gun.
Yeah, definitely
But
have a gun.
Your behavior while
With the gun
with
is what,
the gun.
that's what comes into question.
You see what I'm
Not
saying?
not you having the gun.
And actually, I don't even know the actual laws, but that's still a concealed carry. It's not like a big ass stick. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
That's
was.
something.
If he was back home, and we from like South Carolina,
South Carolina.
that shit open carry.
Oh, see, I know.
And the part of South Carolina he's from is the trenches. So it's
I
like,
don't know if it. I heard it was like country, like small town country.
nah, that
South Carolina?
that specific part surrounding it is kind of country, but like that part is trenchy. But again, that's besides the point. Like him, street, whatever. I don't care nothing about that.
You need to
It's,
get an NRA sponsorship. For real. If he come back, if he could do that, sometime where he has some like NRA socks when he come back.
that I feel like that opens up a whole nother can of worms.
Like what? Most of them people that own them NBA teams is probably on that side of the
Oh no, for
They probably
for
are.
sure.
They just don't show it though.
For sure.
That's the point.
Nah, they do be showing it. You ain't see that video? that picture where it was like, I don't understand why Ja Morant can't show his gun when the governor or the senator
no,
for his
you
state
right.
and
You
all his whole
100%.
family, even the kids, had guns in the Christmas picture.
Yeah, were they at home?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay, I say this: if the incident just happened was the first incident, I don't think it would be a big deal.
Again, I don't. Just because you say you wasn't gonna do it no more, you fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying. But I don't think necessarily what he's doing is wrong. And
I don't know. I don't think it was wrong. I'm just saying. I think if this was the first incident, I don't think it would be a big deal. It's the fact that it's the second incident. After he
short
said he
time
wasn't.
span,
After
yeah.
he said that he was working on himself and he wasn't going to do it.
Very
no more.
short time span.
So it's
Yeah,
like.
that's why I
So it's like. Put it in these type of terms. You a young kid. You get in trouble in school. You go home. Your pops has a talks to you. And it's like, listen, like this type of behavior is not acceptable. And you tell him, I'm not going to do it no more. A few weeks later, you get in trouble again at school.
That was my life, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? That was my life. You know what I'm saying? You get in trouble for the same thing you said you wasn't
exact
going to do. That the nurturing aspect that your father may have had the first time he was correcting you is not going to be there because you gave your word. Like, listen, I'm not going to do this again. I turn around and I do it again. After I said I'm not going to do it again. So now he feels like, okay, you lied to me.
Also, I would have a clause in there that says what I do during the off season or while I'm not on the court should not affect. You know what I'm saying?
When you're
Check still coming.
that check, I'm about to say, as long as you a face, it don't.
But not while he playing. If he gets suspended, he don't get paid for those games.
But
Right.
as long as you are signed to a contract, you are a face of the franchise.
But still, you can't. His lawyer probably can't type up some shit. Some
Listen,
They probably
John,
can. It's just
John,
more so. It's politics and his image that's in fire right now.
I don't think
That's
it's
it.
put
his image.
it like this. John Wall, the summer that he was about to come back, video dropped of him at a party, throwing up gang signs.
Oh yeah, that nigga was
He got
like he was blood or some shit.
yeah, he got blasted by the team and then promptly traded because it's like we're not dealing with that. Ain't nothing wrong with him throwing up no signs.
Racism.
No, it's just you're the face of the organization.
So what?
And they don't want to be
So
affiliated with
that
it.
shit matters to the fans that they're trying to
Is John Wall on the same level skill wise as John Morant
John Wall is better than John Morant.
right now?
Not now. He's that nigga
did that
in his
happen?
prime, yeah.
in his prime. John Wall is better than John
When
Morant.
did that incident happen?
This was 2021. This is 2 years ago. Because literally he was rehabbing from his Achilles.
Also, he is older though. Like Ja's fresh into the league. Like he's got a career.
This is Ja ain't fresh into the league. He's up for a
How
re-up.
long he been in the league? What I'm saying, he ain't been in it as long as John Wall. He's 23. How old is John Wall?
John Wall's like 30 now.
Y'all the same age.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony is fuck.
He funny as shit.
Nah, I'm thinking John Wall old as shit. Like
Nah. These niggas, you gotta remember, these niggas be coming out like 1 year after college. They be like 19 when they start. Like,
I mean,
Ja's like in his 4th year, or he's going into his 5th year.
5th year?
Yeah.
Wow.
How he's 23? You say he came in at 19?
Yeah. Ja been in the league for a minute.
That'd be 4 years.
He's going into his 5th year.
Yeah, 4.
His 4th season just ended. He's going to his 5th year.
When's his birthday?
I don't know, bro.
Funny.
Man, free Ja.
Free Ja. He's
Yeah,
not
free
doing
Ja.
nothing wrong, but bruh, just
You
like,
have to be smarter.
you know you gotta appease these white people, bro. That's really what the black people are saying. You know this. So stop. Just
You know what
get
I
your
think?
bread and get
You know, you ever heard of the concept of fuck you money?
yes, and I think they said fuck you money starts at 50 million. You ain't got 50 million
different
plus.
it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
He probably got
You can
50
say you can
million.
have $0 and still say fuck you.
on some Franklin Saint shit. Nah, but you gotta think if he from menial beginnings and he get any type of any type of real money, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I had more than I had growing up.
Bruh,
I'm
he's
never going broke.
he's taking care of a whole family.
Yeah.
That don't cost millions of
does.
dollars.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
So just
If
just think
it's
about
not like he's making sure they just get by. Like he's making sure they're living a certain level of lifestyle.
If you replacing your parent, like especially if you leveling up, like if you got a basic crib and shit, right? Your parents was already making money. Let's say they make $150, and then you come in the league and you making millions of dollars.
I'm saying you retire your parents.
Say you made $100 million, you give them $5 million.
Whoa. 100 mil is a whole different situation.
That's how much he got.
He got
Like 179 mil, wasn't it?
That's
what I'm saying. This nigga's like, fuck y'all niggas. I can do.
He has 179.
I don't think he signed that yet. He hasn't signed nothing.
That. I thought he signed that one because he couldn't get the match because he wasn't on the.
Well, he hasn't signed shit yet. He's still on his current deal, but like,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know if that was like his rookie deal. Your rookie deal is slotted. So that's
Still
only
on his rookie deal.
He's only like you don't re up until like after like your deal.
Wait, how many?
Your rookie deal is usually like 4 years.
I think
4 years.
right.
4 years with like a 5th year option.
I think you're right. You should look that up just to verify, but I think that is correct. It's all good.
So yeah, man, it's just.
I wonder how much he made though.
He's made money, but again, you taking care of a whole family. You taking care of a whole gang with you. You know
NBA players are still living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
You feel me?
Their paycheck, they get paid every time they play a game, right? Or is it every week?
I think they get a salary, like you know what I'm saying, like because you getting a. And maybe that's just me guessing.
Morant estimated net worth in 2023 is $80 million.
Okay, so
net worth because you own assets.
So
and
that's like
endorsements. He had endorsements.
Okay,
and just because they pull your endorsement, check cleared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, check clear.
$80 million.
That's not fucking money.
I'm not. Why isn't it?
That's not fucking money.
You give me.
I have to have $80 million.
Give me $1 million right now,
bro. Look up. Look up the percentage of athletes that go broke after they retire.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have to look it up. I know that happens a lot, but
that's not fucking money, bro.
You don't know what he did with that money. You don't know if he got a financial advisor that's cutting them people that y'all talking about checks. Structured a certain way so that they don't spend all his money.
It could be that way, but his actions don't lead me to believe that.
Was that a nigga in the passenger seat in that video? That nigga wasn't driving.
Ooh.
Who?
I think he was in Ja video.
Yeah,
I think he was driving. I think
was
Ja was in the
driving.
passenger.
Ja was passenger.
Shout out to Ja Morant. You know what you do.
Yeah, keep getting your money, bro. Just you can keep your strap. Just stay off the gram, bro. Just stay off the gram, bro.
It's fucking money to us.
It'd be fucking money to
us. It's different because that's a different tax bracket. You're not buying the same shit. If I got $8 million, I'm not going to Safeway, bro. I'm not going to the mall. I'm going to shit within my tax bracket. So that money still kind of it levels out.
That's you. That's not necessary.
That's anybody.
That's anybody. You can't say it's just me because I'm saying the percentage of niggas that go broke is very high. Like it's
but that's because niggas be doing dumb shit.
They go overboard, but you still want to level up somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like even like Bill Gates, he still drives his old beat up car, but that nigga still has a mansion. You gotta level up.
And you said that shit. I was listening back to that episode from last week. You were saying about the G-Wagon. I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, bruh, the only thing that makes anything valuable in this world is what somebody else put on it.
What you mean?
For example, gold. Gold is a mineral that's found in the earth. The only reason people value it is because however many years ago people put value onto it.
Right. So it's like we give value to whatever. Yeah.
For example, what you were saying with the G-Wagons last week, the only reason that you feel like it's better is because it costs more, not necessarily a quality issue. Because, for example, Audi makes Volkswagen.
Correct.
So it's the same car. They just swap the emblems out.
Correct.
So certain shit is like, and this, I don't want to get all fucking.
But G-Wagons are made by one person. The actual machine, the actual shell is, of course, is computers and people, but everything else is just one person.
I don't know if that's correct.
That is correct.
So about the nigga who designed it? The original nigga who designed it?
No. The G-Wagon been out. It was a military vehicle. That's
so
it's like I watched the factory shit. So they'll create the shell. And then
put together is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's already put together. Then some robots will take it and put it on this assembly line. And then actually that's why this what I was saying last week about AI. AI and humans still got to work together. These niggas making the G-Wagons and shit, the robots are bringing it to the humans so they can do the electrical components, and then they keep it moving, and then they'll let the machines do some other part.
If the G-Wagon MSRP was $5,000, niggas would not value it as much as they value it.
Yes, because only reason because
No, they wouldn't, bro.
I actually want to show you this durability video because I said I literally because I was just doing my
doing the
research.
research.
Nah, no cap. I was just showing my nigga. The G-Wagon went up against this. It did a pull test against a tractor. It did like a hill, that's like a hill and dirt test, but with this rock crawler monster truck looking thing, and it literally was keeping up with the monster truck. So we're talking about a truck that you can literally be getting a massage, had all the luxury.
Justin, if that truck was $5,000, it would not be as coveted as it is right
I'm gonna say if it was $5,000, it wouldn't have all the shit that Justin just said.
Correct.
But my point, that's not, used G-Wagons be like 20 bands. I looked it up.
I'm
Older
saying,
ones, yes, but they still have the same durability.
but
though.
to have all them capabilities and that return on investment,
Y'all understand what I'm
truck
saying?
gonna be that high.
Because picking at the point y'all understand what I'm saying?
What's your point there? What's your
Shit is only, it's not necessarily, you may want it because it's rare or because it is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
It took you something to obtain it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's better living to have it.
100%. So I see what you're saying, but I think my point was I'm basing it off use. I know what the G-Wagon.
Are you gonna be
can
off
do.
road in your G-Wagon?
No, but that's the point though. It's the point that niggas are buying this car for the luxury status of it, just like you're saying, that they're putting value on it, but they have no idea what this truck can do. They have no idea that they can literally drive through water and it can be on top of the hood and they can just drive out like it was nothing.
Yeah, the Wranglers could do that same shit.
But they not getting a massage while doing it. They don't have they can't have stars in the roof and have your lights everywhere.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? And digital dashes and all that shit.
That's
you don't
not
have
even
the luxury.
a type of car you fucking drive every day.
Yes, they do.
That shit get like 8 miles to the gallon.
You're rich. Who's caring about gas at that point?
See that you gonna be the job and rant broke the next day because you.
Nah,
want,
it's $60 to fill it. Well, $70.
How many gallons is that tank?
It's like 20 something gallons.
This nigga knows the specs.
Yes, I
he
told
been
you. Asked me
studying
if
that
I've
shit.
been in one, if I drove it.
Yeah, I don't mean.
I did all
I
that.
said that to say because like I said, bro, just because you don't have to. You have millions of dollars. And to Joe's point, talking about you were gonna go to different stuff in your tax bracket. Yeah, but your tax bracket. I think a lot of. How much money do you think you need to make a year in order to afford that G-Wagon, like maintenance and all that?
At least
Probably like 120K.
I was gonna say 250 and up. To be honest with you,
250. And how much a G-Wagon cost?
125.
about 125. So like, just think about it like
What's,
this.
what's your down payment gonna be?
Spend
on that?
10% of your income on a fucking on a yeah. What's your you're right?
What's your down payment?
Either way, let's say the
Niggas
car
who got
payment.
that
Let's
shit
say the car
probably paying
payment is
that
like
shit.
$1,500, right? It all. That's why it's all. And really, like when you think about that question, it don't really all that matters about the parameters. Because if depending on your rent, if you got you know what I'm saying?
$1,500. It might be $1,500 a month to own a G.
Yeah, 100%.
Probably.
Like $1,500. So it's like, okay, if you can afford that, if you making $5,000 every 2 weeks or some shit, $1,500 for your G-Wagon ain't gonna be nothing.
So that's like, yeah. So Joe might be right.
So that's like $10,000 a month, about $120 a year. You can afford it. You just gotta structure your money.
In that bitch. To be honest,
Damn near.
You gotta structure it. Like I was telling my man, you can buy a Bentley for $20,000. That's what I plan on doing. Is fuck the new Bentley. I just get
until you gotta get that motherfucker fixed.
Yeah, but that's why I know niggas that work on cars and luxury
I don't
cars.
want to know head. To fix
Yeah,
my
not
car.
for no luxury
Yeah,
car.
not for
I
no
know
car
niggas
like
that work on luxury cars. They went to school for this shit.
for like 6-pack of beer and cigarettes.
Nah, you gotta pay them, but you know what I'm saying.
Niggas said that six
But
pack.
that you only go to people you trust. But like that, I'm a nigga that use my connections, and I'm not gonna go to somebody that is not verified. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm basing things off value. The value is based off the use for me, and maybe it's the individual. You know what I'm saying?
$80,000 a year is fuck you. 80 million net worth is fuck you.
80 million, yes. To me, that's fuck you money. You can't tell me you can't tell me
1
shit.
million might be fuck you money.
It all depends on how you finesse it.
If I get $1 million, After taxes, I'm quitting my job.
Okay, after taxes. That's what I was about to say. If you get $1 million, half of that or 40% of that is going to
Yeah, I was about to
taxes,
say a
unless
million.
you finessing that through your business or some shit like that. But that's the same instance though. I was telling my wife, if I made $1 million and I know I had to pay $400,000 in taxes, yes, I'm going to buy a G-Wagon because I can write that bitch off. So that's how you can work that out. You feel me? Because you're gonna have to pay them taxes regardless, and you can write that whole G-Wagon off as soon as you buy it. You can the first year of depreciation.
For reparations, they should make it so black people don't gotta pay taxes. Income, no taxes.
Now, would you rather that or rather them
would
shorten up the wealth gap?
They can't. How would they do that?
This is the same shit that California's doing.
Giving actual one-time payments to niggas.
Yeah, but the black people, literally to our culture, our people, and not just a couple bands. No, we need millions. We need to shorten the wealth gap.
I would rather them do it the tax way because think about how fucked up niggas is after getting that stimulus and then PPP loan. Niggas is taking their cars and running them into 7-Eleven and getting the ATM.
You right?
Niggas is fucked up right now.
Niggas was doing. We knew niggas.
So
been
imagine
doing
you
that.
give niggas how much they giving niggas in California? 300.
It's some racks though. I think it's double. It's up there, but still, to me, that's not enough. It's not enough to bridge the wealth gap. And I don't want to. And when they're giving this money out, there needs to be some sort of education that comes along with it. Just because without giving them the money, we've already seen that people that come into money spend that shit fast. Just like you said, a lot of retired basketball players, they can make $1 billion over their lifetime of playing ball, but still be broke. So it's the financial education. So it's like, if we're gonna raise the wealth gap,
$125,000.
that's not enough. It's not enough to change any wealth gap. That's a year's worth of some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people.
That's a year.
A lot of niggas is not making that much though.
For me, it's 2 years. About to be one, but still 2.
Yeah, it's about 2 years.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's not bridging a gap. That's just saying, here you go. That's another stimulus check. Or fancy stimulus check. To me, that's what that is.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna fuck a lot of niggas up. Gonna fuck a lot of niggas. Yeah. Imagine niggas gonna get that. Niggas is gonna
be
buy
wearing
bricks.
a lot of Dior.
Niggas gonna go buy bricks. It take money from bitches and getting robbed for it.
Hey, if I got 125K, I'm finding a plug.
Nah,
I'm finding a plug and we
I'm
flipping
buying
that shit.
prison stock. Cause once that shit run out, y'all niggas is going to jail. It's
You
crazy.
funny as fuck.
Nah, invest in
We
that
ain't
shit.
running out. I'm gonna put y'all. We gonna chop it up after this. Niggas been on their shit
Man, that shit is ridiculous.
coming up.
I think, man, free John Morant.
Free job. Free job.
This is another thing I was thinking about because all the old heads on my job, I was like, he ain't do nothing wrong. He was like, you over there, you trying to be something and that. And then I guess I seen that picture. That picture came out when he was with his family, he had on the button up. And I'm like, bro, y'all niggas, y'all ain't never take no family picture.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so funny.
everybody got the family jail picture. We all in the jean, the full jean outfits. Y'all got them jumps. I definitely, you got them jumps.
I do have them joints. I remember. Actually, I do have them joints.
Y'all put
I
us in
had the
jean
little
shirt.
cross. You know what I'm saying?
Like that don't mean nothing, bro. But my point is like, bro, niggas always will be like, yeah, he not a real thug. What makes a nigga a real thug? He carrying a gun. He shooting somebody. I know it. Niggas would be like, that nigga shot 3 people, but hey man, he wasn't even like that for real. That's not really him. He shot 3 people. He's doing, this is him. He's acting like, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell somebody that it's not who they are? Basically what I'm trying to say.
You right. No, and nobody. Honestly, nobody can't. That's why I agree with your statement where people was saying with y'all, like, you can't stop labeling him like he's trying to be a hood nigga. You don't know who this man is. You don't know him personally. You don't know what he been through. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's following him or what he got going on for him to be having it that out in the first place. So I feel you.
Free John Morant.
Free job.
You know what I'm saying? Is that it?
I think that was everything on the docket today.
Yes, sir. Y'all niggas funny.
It's with the Middies podcast. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
sir.
Amen.
We'll see y'all next week. Like, comment, subscribe.
I face it, but not really do.
Yeah,
Know what
like,
I'm saying?
get the numbers up.
Yeah.
For real.
Send it to your friend.
What?